And I'm actually very encouraged to see that there's a lot of people that follow this show that have gotten onto the habit of reading. Reading has done so much for me, and I would love to spread that virus if possible. What books have you read? What books have you brought for us?
Yeah, so Trevor, before I even go into my books, I just wanted to say to you, you don't even understand the impact that Trevor Book Club at the end of the conversations is having. Sometimes when I don't have time to watch through the conversations, I go right to the last 10 minutes and I listen to the books that people, and I jot them down and I look for them. It's amazing. And I'm sure all book lovers probably are doing that.
That's very good to hear. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Please share your
Anyway,
books.
so I've got a Power 6. I call them my Power 6 because these are books that I've read over a period of time and they've had the greatest impact on me. I read a lot of books, Trevor. I was taught the habit of reading books by Milton Kamwendo back in 2006 when I did an executive development program with him. And that habit never left me. And so I actually belong to a book club, and this year our target is to read 52 books. I'm on 21, so I'm falling behind. I'm falling behind, but also I get bored. So if a book is not,
put it aside.
I don't need to complete it. So if it's halfway, I put it on the side. But these 6 books are the ones that have inspired me. And when if I just tell you about these books, you'll know everything.
Let's go through them.
The first one, this is the Holy Bible.
All right.
The Holy Bible. And I want to single out just one verse for you, Matthew 5, verse 16. It says, shine your light so that men can see your good works and give the glory to your Father in heaven. For me, that's my standard of excellence.
May he be glorified.
That's my standard of excellence. And so whatever I do must be excellent enough to shine and to make men stop and say, oh, glory to her God.
And he's watching all the time.
Yes. Then there's this one, Trevor, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. By Robin Sharma. I read it many years ago. And what this book did to me is that it taught me that life is not about material things. Material things are great. I don't mind driving a Ferrari, like this particular top lawyer drove a red Ferrari, but they gave it up to go and stay with monks so that they can understand what life is all about. And life is about investing in your mind, in your body, and in your soul. So that's when I learned the exercise of eating well, the exercising my body and being well, relationships, the importance of. I learned from this book.
Good.
Who will cry when you die? It says it for itself.
That's Robin Sharma again.
That's Robin Sharma again. Who's going to cry when you die? When you die, Trevor, people are not going to talk about the cars that you had. They're not going to talk about, the houses that you built. They're not going to talk about the things that you acquired. They're going to talk about the things that you gave, the impacts that you made. So this book simply says, think about it. What do you want that to be for you? So
and that's why we're here, isn't it? That's why we're created. What impact are you going to have on those that are around you? The next one?
The next one, The Greatest Salesman in the World. This one is an amazing little book. I'm not a salesman, but all this does is that in your craft, whatever it is that you do, be the greatest. If you're an accountant, be a top accountant. If you're a lawyer, be a top lawyer. And how do you do it? Hard work, commitment, perseverance. You will fall, things will come, they will pass. That's what this little book does. It's in the form of a story, but amazing little book. Standard of excellence.
Thank you for sharing. George Clason,
yes, the richest man in Babylon. I'm an accountant, so naturally expect that I'm financially savvy even with my own finances. But had it not been for this book, I'll probably be a good steward of other people's money, but perhaps not my personal monies. But this book taught me about saving, taught me about putting aside money for a rainy day, taught me about giving to things that don't necessarily benefit you, because those things will multiply and will come back to you.
It's an amazing book. It's an amazing book that I've read once, but I'll be revisiting from time to time. Yeah. And the last book?
The last one is called Half Time. This book I was gifted when I turned 40 by a very close friend of mine. And this talks about moving from success to significance. So it says by the time you get to 40, chances are you're halfway.
You're successful.
In your life, you've probably done half your time. If you're going to live to 80 or maybe 70, you've probably halfway. So you need to reflect and say, okay, so what is my next half of my life going to be like? Success, the first half you were chasing that, you learned, you earned, and now when you're moving to the next half of your life, you need to return. You need to move into significance. Success is about yourself and maybe your family. What is it that we're getting? What are we? And then significance is now about others. How you influence, how you impact, how you're returning maybe the talents and all those things that you're given. That's my power 6.
Wow.
I'm sure there'll be power 10 soon as I come across more books that impact on me.
Fantastic.